Yo, bro.
Yo, bro.
You're everywhere, bro. Bring you back down to earth. Oh, there he is.
Oh, I'm sorry. What happened?
Aliens were trying to abduct you, bro. I got you. No problem.
Dude, it's
Saved
a
your
good
life.
day. It's a freaking good day.
Gorgeous out
When
today.
when your life gets saved by your best friend, you're damn right. How are you?
What? What?
Why'd
What
your day
happened?
good,
I
dude?
Okay. You know, there was yesterday something happened and I didn't let it get me in a bad mood.
Do you guys like orange soda?
I love orange soda,
Dude, orange soda
Well, I
goes
don't-
hard.
but I don't drink soda though.
I know you
Who
don't.
loves orange soda?
Mark loves orange soda.
I don't really drink soda that much anymore though. But yesterday, what
Okay.
I was saying, something happened and I didn't let it get me in a bad mood. And that's what life's about. Do you want to know what it was? It's an ongoing issue. And it is my lawnmower situation. So you told me to buy a lawnmower. That is a good suggestion. I did buy the lawnmower, but I also
Did you
tried
try the
to
lawnmower?
do. Did I what? Did I
The one
try
you
the
bought.
lawnmower? No, because once you put oil in it, you can't return it.
You can get a
So you went with a
replacement
gas mower?
if there's an issue.
No, but if I can make my $1,000 mower work,
Right.
I'd rather just try to keep it.
All right, let's
So-
hear how it went.
There was 2 issues with the mower.
Yeah.
It's electric. Well, there's 3 issues.
Boogie
It's
woogie.
electric.
That's what I'm...
So the first issue was it wouldn't get through my whole lawn with a full charge. So
Yep.
mowing would be a multiple day thing.
Mm.
Second issue was when the lawn gets too big, it stalls out very easily. So I charged it up. I brought the deck up a little bit so I didn't go super low to the ground, and it didn't stall. So there's solved for 1. However,
Question.
I only got through half the lawn again.
Okay.
And I'm not even using push assist.
Okay.
So I'm not letting it get me in a bad mood. I'm gonna rock out for a little bit and just have an uneven lawn for what? What are you gonna say?
I'm just curious.
What?
Is there a mulcher on it, or like something that can you bag?
I can bag. Why would I bag though?
When you get it kicking back into the bag, less
Yeah.
sits underneath, and it won't chug as bad.
It shoots it out.
So
shoots
it
out
has
to
a
the side.
mulcher then.
I just let it ride, dude.
Yeah. that ma-
Yeah, I just let it ride.
all right.
But anyway,
as a guy
Yeah.
that has had issues with that in the past, when I bag and I'm dumping the bag and whatnot, it lets me get through like the extra thick lawn significantly easier.
but this shoots everything out though.
I hear
It
you.
shoots it out, dude.
It's still
That's
So
not
you're
the
putting
issue.
the mulcher attachment on the side though, then, right? Like you actually have because it'll shoot stuff out automatically, but there's like an opening on the side that you'd put the bag on or the feed to,
Mm-hmm.
or there's a mulcher attachment usually on. I just went through this whole thing myself, so I have some experience right now with this.
It's basically a shoot. You
Yeah.
put this plastic thing on the back of it and
Okay.
it just shoots it out.
All right.
Okay,
good.
good. That'll help.
Yeah.
That will help. But
But I mean,
I'm gonna tell you right now,
Huh.
go get a gas mower. I
would-
tried to do this because I don't have a big yard. Get a gas mower.
I don't know why I went electric.
Boogie woogie woogie woogie, man. I hear you.
I don't. Listen. I work in a company that sells electric products, so I figure let me give it a go. Well, not there yet.
I even went so far before I bought the electric one. I was like, I'm going to be really environmentally conscious, get a little exercise. And I got one of the push blade mowers that doesn't have any motor. And I'm going
Holy
to tell you right
crap.
now, I never got rid of something so fucking fast in my entire life. I hated that thing.
I might have to.
It was
get that, though.
awful.
I might have to try that.
Bro,
no,
if you
just
buy
trust me.
one more mower that isn't a gas mower, I'm gonna shit my
Yeah.
pants. I'm gonna
The
snap,
gas
dude.
mower is the greatest thing I've bought in a long time. It gets the job done perfectly
It's
every single
cheap
time.
and gets the job
Yeah.
done and lasts so many years.
I know. I
Yeah,
know.
it's
I
so
know,
much
guys.
better. Just
guys,
get a gas
hey
mower.
guys, remember when I said I'm not gonna let it get me down?
You're
Appreciate that, guys. How are we doing though? How we doing?
Oh man, I'm better after that story. I'll tell you, dude.
Good. I'm
Life's
glad
good,
I could,
man. I got some a little bit of travel cooking. I was locking in some plans today. I'm pretty excited for it. Gonna be going over to DreamHack Dallas to chop it up and spend some time with some industry folk and hang out with some friends and watch some Counter-Strike. They got ESL going on, so a lot of the big CS teams will be there. I'm pretty hyped up, man. Should be nice.
Fire.
Yeah.
Abe, how about you, dude?
A great week. You know, my mama and Papa Abe are up visiting me from their house, so they're staying with me this week. I don't get to see them up here too often, so having a good time with them. I got an aunt coming in this weekend to visit as well, so lots of family around. Going to be a good time in the Abe household. Probably even get Whiskey Jack over here at some point too, all hanging out together. Going to be a good week. And it's beautiful outside, so I'm having a great week, to be honest with you.
That's nice.
It is getting sweaty outside.
Yeah.
So if my camera overheats, sorry about that, guys. And it is what it is. Those damn electric cameras.
Gas powered camera. When? That's what I want to know.
You need to get a gas powered camera, bro. Step into the real league. All right, dude, let's get into it. What do we got?
Oh man, I've been waiting for this for a whole week because this original announcement that led to this next discussion happened literally pretty much right after the podcast last week. It's almost like they knew we do this on Wednesdays, but we got some incredibly pissed off gamers this week. I mean, incredibly, and it's from one of our favorite games. So let's roll the clip.
Roll the clip. Tell you what, man, I'm trying to spit them peas right into Nikita's eye.
Are you sure they're peas?
I'm gonna start
though?
right there. Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
I thought it was cereal.
Well, I hear you, but they look like.
Maybe you're projecting. Do you like peas? Maybe you're projecting your distaste.
They thought they were cereal, and then he puts it in his mouth and his peas. That's why he's so angry.
Okay.
You ever think about that?
Understood.
I like that.
Understood. There's more to it. All right. What do we got?
Well, Markstrom leaked it a little bit. It's Escape from Tarkov this week, and it is a whole mess. It's hard to believe this, but it might be the worst thing they've ever done. And that's really saying something. Yeah. So on Thursday last week, they announced a new edition of Escape from Tarkov was being made available called the Unheard Edition. And this edition has a ton of pay to win crap in it. I'll go through all of the features that they announced that are launching with it quickly right now. But that is essentially unique gear, unique weapons, a new PvE only offline mode that can be played with friends. This has progression included with it. So it's got, quests and things. You can actually progress your character further and continue to play in a PvE offline mode. They have increased stash space, increased PMC pocket size, increased character skill levels, new and improved starting equipment, a new unique starting menu and in-game UI, longer mail retention time, increased fence standing. My favorite one, more flea market slots, which they specifically said they would never do because of RMT, access to their test server, and additional unlisted features. All of this is available at a price tag of $250 and is not included with the Edge of Darkness edition of the game, which they actually stated that basically all future DLC and all future content would be included if you did purchase that version of the game, which is obviously a lie. So we'll just start right there.
It sounds like a good deal to me.
I was gonna say, Slum, any questions?
Now, the one question is $250. So that's $150 above what they charged. Now, I'm sure I'm gonna learn
100 above what they charge for EOD.
Isn't EOD $100?
150.
Okay. I'm sure I'm gonna learn this, but is any of that stuff worth $100?
Not only is it not worth anything, but it actually undermines your experience entirely, is 100% pay to win, and falls categorically under DLC, downloadable content for an existing game, as in you pay for it and then you download it and it's attachment to a game, all of which was supposed to be included in Edge of Darkness.
Are you sure?
Not only am I sure, we have screenshots of it's saying exactly that on Edge of Darkness, that it comes with all future downloadable content for the game, and including a smoking gun tweet from Battlestate that you can go to OnePeg's page and see. But it said something along the lines of, and I'm going to paraphrase here, To not worry, nothing. People who own EOD will never have to buy anything else. So even further clarification from them.
Can we get that up, Abe?
I'm pulling it
While
up right
Markstrom
now.
keeps going.
So there's so many problems here. I'm not even sure where to begin. Basically what they're offering, the big takeaway here is PvE only. And there are people who want to play this game and never face the challenge of facing a human being, right? There's a lot of people who already play single player Tarkov, which is an illegal mod. And we've talked about it briefly in the past. But to me, it really removing any threat of another person or any possible interaction with another person really sounds terrible. I mean, that's the reason I play the game, is for that. And so to have that be null and void and non-existent in the game, I couldn't imagine playing Tarkov without it. But
do you think you are like the crowd in that?
To be honest, the Tarkov crowd is so... I'm gonna go ahead and say that they're old in general. I'm old, but they're not gamers. Like, there's a lot of milsim community who are older that don't want to have to. They want to play the game without having to face other people because they will lose. It's like they are bad enough to the extent that the game is less fun running into other people because they're losing enough fights to where it's just disheartening, right? There's a big population. I would say maybe it's like a 50-50 split of people who play for interaction and people who would be happy to play offline with friends. Okay. That's great. It's essentially, you know how we get in offline together to film some things? It's exactly that, but with progression. So you can go through the quest lines and unlock gear, and the gear that you take out actually stays, and you're just fighting scavs and bosses.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So they've packaged this with a couple of items. It comes with an item that specifically makes it so that if you're wearing it, scavs won't shoot at you 60 meters and above. They won't shoot at you. They won't initiate combat if you're over 60 meters away.
Initiate, but if you shoot one of them, they'll shoot you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're taking already undermined difficulty without people, making it even easier. And then the other item is that, oh, by the way, that item applies to online also, originally. So in the online version of the game versus other people, scavs still won't shoot you 60 meters plus away, originally. There's another item called a distress beacon, where you can have your friend who's not in the raid teleport to your location and help you mid-raid.
That's kind of cool, dude. It is. Is that not cool? I like that. That's like Dark Souls shit.
Let's consider how that plays out in the grand scheme of things, right?
Okay.
Your friend cheats in Tarkov. And any time that you run into people that you need killed, you beam them in, like Scotty from Star Trek. Let me give you a Star Trek reference, just so that we're all on the same page here. Your friend then murders the entire lobby and hooks it up, and you're good to go. So all you need is one friend that cheats. Cheating is already an incredibly rampant problem in this game. Now let's consider 5 people who queue staggered throughout, like, I'm going to queue now, 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 while I'm in the middle of queuing. As soon as they're all running around the map shooting, the minute that they are like, oh, I hear my shots on his stream, I'm the one in raid, let me bring in a homie with my distress beacon. That homie loads in, they boot up their distress beacon, they bring another homie in. Before you know it, there's a whole 5-man in my raid that I need to deal with all of a sudden because of this item. But, and I can't avoid the stream snipe to save my life. And obviously that's like a niche issue.
Okay.
but the number of problems that an item like this brings in the grand scheme of like, I'm playing a game, I'm supposed to be able to like just queue with my buddy, right, and play. But like, what if your buddy was already in the raid and then he dies and he's back in his stash? You're gonna beacon him back in, and you have to fight these people multiple times per. Like, what are we talking about here? There is not a semblance of fairness to it. And on top of that, you're openly admitting that you're dog shit at the game.
Yeah, well, let him admit.
Well, the beautiful thing is that they are people who buy this version of the game.
Yeah.
They have a different color name and a badge next to their name that is different.
Oh.
So cheaters are specifically targeting them right now to make them regret their purchase.
Oof.
And it is tasty.
So
nothing
cheaters
gets me
are
more
using
bricked
it.
up.
Cheaters are using it, and they're also killing the non-cheaters that are using it.
Yeah.
Correct.
I feel like Tarkov thrives on cheaters.
Correct. And has since day one. All the harkens back all the way to the podcast where Nikita says, we're not going to hardware ban them. Let's see how deep these cheaters' pockets go. While they put the game on sale and they'll offer a 4-pack after every single cheater ban wave. And then act like he's doing his due diligence to keep cheaters out of the game.
I mean, he knows how to make that money.
Yeah. He's also a fucking asshole. So,
well, and speaking of money,
disgusting business practices. So, not only is he whittling down these people for bonus money, right? He has walked this back constantly while manipulating and gaslighting the community in like 3 or 4 Reddit threads since. And his apology, I'm sorry you guys feel this way.
What an apology, dude.
Just straight up, I'm sorry you guys feel this way.
That's like an insecure high school dude that he says that to his girlfriend.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I'm sorry you feel that. Sometimes it's okay to say that.
I hear you.
But most of the time it is
this wasn't one of them.
Unauthentic. Yeah,
this
no, it definitely wasn't. No.
Can I read you one of the one of the lines? So this is one of the updates that he posted. I'll bring it over here too. But so basically, people were really complaining about the whole "this is DLC. Why are we not getting it for free?" When, if you look at this tweet, this was the original definition of a season pass from on the BSG website that basically states all future planned content will be included in the Edge of Darkness pre-order package. That's the one that I pulled off of One Peg's Twitter, as you noted. In this update on the current situation, this is people complaining that the PvE game mode, should be considered DLC, because one of the things that they did offer to do now is update the Edge of Darkness edition with some additional items as well, which I can also bring up. But they were only going to give Edge of Darkness users 6 months of the new PvE offline mode. And then you'd have to upgrade to Unheard to get it after that fact. So
it would also roll out in waves.
Yes, because they don't have the online server capacity, according to them, to be able to handle all of the EOD edition being on the offline mode, which also is just absolutely hilarious.
So the crux of everything they're selling in this package, Slum, they don't even have, they're unwilling to pay for the server capacity to service it.
Well, I mean, I feel like...
And when it dropped on day one, and some people bought it to see what was the deal, they were waiting longer for those raids than the online ones, because there were so few servers available for people to play it.
I mean...
in an offline game mode.
So, pre-selling and selling and fixing the issues when they happen is a thing. So like that doesn't surprise me as much as some of the other stuff. But what I really feel like people who play Tarkov are in an abusive relationship.
100%.
And they're just addicted to being treated like shit.
There's a lot of facets to it. A massive facet is that there are people who are reliant on the game to pay their bills and feed their families. And those people's thoughts, feelings, and opinions are respected by their communities. And they constantly have turned a blind eye to all of the bullshit because they feel like if they don't smile and grin and bear it, that their livelihood could be taken away.
What, though? What are they going to do? Take the game away? They make too much money. They won't shut the game down.
They think that their success is specifically relying on the game's success, and they undermine legitimate criticism at every turn.
Oh, they're definitely hooked in. They got that dopamine drip.
They have a dependency.
Yeah.
But the problem is there's a lot of problems. There's so many angles to it. They are unwilling to attempt to diversify. They think that it's either their shot at success in this industry as a broadcaster is by only playing Tarkov and just being miserable through all of it.
It is literally like a relationship.
Yeah.
Like
so they feel stuck in the exact same way.
No, I don't know if they feel stuck. Well, you would know more than me about that. So they probably feel stuck, but it's like, I can't speak for everyone, but guys, when they get their first girlfriends and they're beautiful, they're like, this one's beautiful. Like, this is it. I can't mess this up, or I have to keep this. There's nothing else after this. This is the best. It's like, I can't. I got to just deal with whatever comes and I'll make it work. It's literally like that.
Yeah.
And then you get rid of it and you realize there's something much more beautiful around the corner.
I mean, I am very thankful that, like I always tied in other games to the stream and I do everything I can to make the stream about me and not the game that I'm playing. And so the viewer numbers rise, the viewer numbers fall. Depends on the game, depends on the season, depends on if there's something new that I'm having fun on. If I'm not having fun, I'm not playing it. And that is the reason why I've been able to do this successfully for 8+ years now. That's that alone.
Let's go.
But there have been so many people who have only ever streamed Tarkov that have come and gone throughout the years. And I've seen it. And some of them were friends of mine, and it sucks. I hate seeing it.
And then there's the people that get good numbers on Tarkov, but they fucking hate their life.
And you see it in their face and the way that they respond to their communities in chat. It's just a massive finger pop fest, man. It's bad.
What the fuck?
It's bad, man. No one's happy about it.
So do you want me to read Nikita's response now?
Sure.
And
what do we got?
mind you,
I'd love you to.
They did backtrack a little bit now, and they are going to give it the 6-month option is being removed. They are going to let EOD edition users now have full access to the PvE mode, but it was done with this announcement with it. So it says, hello again. Let me clarify the situation in a little more detail regarding owners of the EOD version and access to the cooperative mode and also other issues. First of all, PvE game mode is not DLC. DLC, in our understanding, is the major additions to the game.
Oh yeah, why did they put that you run the game?
But it's also not a term that's up for debate, you fuckhead.
Okay, never mind then. Okay, so they should if it's an industry term. And
that is correct.
Yes, they know what it means.
It's 100% definable, and it falls in it like unequivocally.
DLC, in our understanding, is the major additions to the game, like, I don't know, a whole new fucking game mode, including various functionality and content that are released after the official release of the game as a themed DLC pack. Scav Life DLC, for example, which will add a lot of new mechanics and content for Scav gameplay and leveling.
Pause right there, Abe. After the game comes out, that's DLC. That's what we think DLC means. What happened when you released Arena? That, guess what? EOD had access to. Not before the game was finished. It happened a year ago at this point. How come they got that? If that was in your definition for DLC.
Damn.
Crazy.
Got him.
Crazy. I have a tweet
Shall
for
I
you,
continue?
Abe.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm pulling it up.
Secondly, this specific functionality of the PvE mode is necessarily located entirely on a separate network infrastructure because, essentially, you play on our servers only in closed mode. At this stage, it is not possible to launch all players who are EOD holders. Right now, we simply do not have the required amount of resources for this. We observe your dissatisfaction and have decided that the functionality of the PvE mode will be available for free to all owners of the EOD version at the release of the game when the server infrastructure will be improved to the required capacity.
If, when, maybe.
A lot of words.
He goes on to say that now you have the opportunity to test this mode by purchasing the Unheard Edition of the game or upgrading to this version. We have also decided to give a 50% discount when upgrading to the Unheard version from the EOD version. That puts it at $200 total instead of $250.
Wait.
And they're going to send a Left Behind Edition key to everyone who already upgraded to the Unheard Edition at the old price from the EOD version.
That's what they wanted, dude. Another key to the game that isn't good, that isn't worth playing. Phenomenal.
Nikita has, honestly...
He's a master manipulator, bro. A master manipulator.
I think he has a great skill for a business to have, and that's delivering bad news and just doing it.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that, but he's solely responsible for this going literally as poorly as possible. For sure.
I'm saying one of his traits could be used in a team. Like if everyone else had their shit together.
It's not communication, at least not in the English language. I will be the first to tell you that. Incredible. So, on that exact topic, Abe, I popped a little tweet in there. I don't know if you're able to pull that through Discord.
I got it right now.
I want you to read those stages. So this is the meme where like the guy's putting on the clown makeup and it's like step by step. These are direct quotes from Nikita from top to bottom, like in chronological order.
Oh no.
All right, so stage 1 with no clown makeup at all. Guys, we are sorry that you feel this way. Stage 2, where he's got like half his face white. After reviewing all of your feedback, and then stage 3, he's starting to put the lips on one of the eyes about the removal of pay-to-win items. Stage 4, he's putting on the wig. We have decided to move forward by, and then finally it's the full clown makeup, adding a spawnable 10-ton killing machine.
That's the new juice. As an apology, everyone who has EOD can randomly call in a BTR tank now. What? Let it be known that the responses for every single one of these Reddit threads was stop giving us pay to win shit. Nobody wants it. We recognize that it undermines our play experience tenfold. It ruins the game when you just randomly put this OP shit in the game. We don't want this. The latest one in response to that is here's a fucking tank anytime you want it, boys.
Dude.
Play the anthem.
Oh, that anthem.
Oh, yeah, that anthem.
Dude.
The best thing I heard about all of this since it happened, by the way, was actually during your stream, Mark, when you were playing with B.
Mm-hmm.
When you were playing Rocket League, and he said it's almost like Putin called Nikita and said, "Hey, we need help funding the Ukraine war."
Dude, it's crazy. It is desperation for money. War, political atmosphere aside, it is 100% about money. Their business right now runs through London. They have a London office, and so to an extent, those accounts can be compromised. There were people that specifically, like, I believe it was Ammunition, who's an awesome creator, put out a phenomenal surmising tweet here for the situation. I'm gonna at least read it to you. I don't want to do it any injustice.
Okay.
When did this begin? I'm looking at the dates right now. Yeah, here we go. So she posted the image of Edge of Darkness from the website. Oh, I haven't even talked about the best part of all this. Free access to all subsequent DLCs. Season pass. Underlined in red.
So
This is
that's
from their
why
website.
That's why they're trying to make the distinction that it's not DLC, right?
Correct.
So she has quote unquote,
Yeah.
boom, and then just a link, reportfraud.ftc.gov. and because they have a London office, they could be held liable to an extent for well, I mean, it is fraud.
The FTC?
Yes.
Is that
Not to the FTC, but the EU. The EU is much stricter than the FTC.
Yeah, sure,
way
but
stricter.
it would have to be not an American thing.
Of course.
Yeah. She should have put the other link on there.
I didn't make the tweet. I like the sentiment of the tweet. It is a liked tweet of mine. If you go through my history, you can see it as a liked tweet.
Before you go deeper, Abe, pull up the tweet Markstrom sent you, the one we were already looking at. I just want to show you something really quick, please. Look at the comment at the bottom.
They're going full Ubisoft.
Fucking stray, dude, out of nowhere.
I like that. I like a good Ubi stray in the middle of a plug podcast. That's phenomenal. Earned.
Oh god.
Earned.
So what's the best part or the
best
worst part?
So someone was breaking this down. You know him as Landmark or Tony.
Mhm.
He's breaking all this down live on stream to thousands of people at night when this was all going down. He was on the website and pointing out all these things that suggest Battlestate are scumbags. And he realizes, wait, where did that go? Wait, where did that go? They are live watching his stream, changing the information on the website to try to cover their tracks. Dead ass.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, they're
incredible.
That was that tweet I pulled up by Slush Puppy, by the way.
Because for some reason, they don't know that the internet is archived. Like as if you can't go and look and see that this was what it said on this date.
The Wayback Machine.
Crazy.
That post from or that tweet from Slush Puppy, what it said, it showed you the two definitions of season pass from 2022 and what it was originally, where it only specifically mentioned Edge of Darkness. They'd updated the language to say Edge of Darkness purchasers and the Unheard Edition. So they literally in 2022 apparently they posted about the Unheard Edition, which didn't even fucking exist.
That is crazy, man.
Because it was unheard of.
Oh, it's definitely unheard of. Yeah,
dude.
I mean, it's just so grossly mishandled, and all they care about is whittling those dollars. So like they put it out, they don't care what the blowback is. They get those early purchases, then it's partially discounted, then they get those purchases, then it's gonna be free for EOD. But if you want some of this access now, you can still pay for it. Dude, it's crazy. And the most wild part of all of this is there was 1,000 ways to monetize this game without doing any of this that people would not have been upset about and would have went over just fine. They could have gone full cosmetic. Absolutely.
Yep.
They've already started. They started selling bonus stash sides, which they said they wouldn't do. Then they put in, you can just buy all the cosmetics. You don't have to earn them. You don't have to pay. You don't have to hit a certain rep first. You can just buy these outfits, right, for your character. Okay, fine. That's no problem. Like, none of that bothers me at all. What they could have added to it was, like, add a theme to your hideout. Pay for posters to put in your hideout. Pay for a pet for your hideout. They could have done, if they had an ounce of creativity, right? If there was any room for creativity left in their brain, just absolutely filled with greed and dollar signs, ruble signs, whatever. Like they would have landed here. But they're so blinded by the bottom line that like they've done all of this and imploded whatever semblance they had left of a community, because all those people who are ride or die Tarkov shills since day one, unwilling to say a bad thing about it, all turned on them because of this. So they actually have a problem now. Very interesting.
They also, now that I think about it, their profit margin is insane. because
I don't even want to talk about it, bro.
they
It's
don't pay
disgusting.
for any of the guns in it either, and they're all brand named guns.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just straight. Everything is profit.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And they clearly are not investing of their revenue into their infrastructure, which is why they're releasing a brand new game mode that they can't even support.
And forever, they only hired local, or they would make you relocate so that they could pay you local wages, which are minimal. Like they don't invest in the talent that they have, which is why the game is held together by duct tape and staples.
I mean, $250,000 for a video game that's been in early access for 10 years.
8.
Guys,
8, sorry.
Okay.
are we
It's bad,
surprised?
bro. No, not in the slightest.
No.
I'm over here surprised Pikachu facing my dick off, dude. It's crazy. Of course we see this coming. None of that. Like, I didn't even make posts about this. Like, this isn't even news for me.
Well, then, like, you know what, guys? I'm wrapping this topic. Unless there's something that you need to say, we're wrapping this topic.
I think we covered everything that was important. Yes, they are scumbags.
We
End
know
of
they're
story.
scumbags. I'm sure they'll come up again. It is what it is. It is until they change their ways.
Yeah.
They're gonna be the same. However, what we could do is start a strike with the community players. We could also start a lawsuit, a class action lawsuit with the companies that have the guns in the games.
I'm gonna stop you there because not playing the game saves them money on server space.
Well, then stop buying it as well.
I hear you. Also, there's people that like want to control whether or not people play the game or stream the game, or as if because of all of this, because of all this scumbaggery, which has existed since day one.
Yeah.
People need to stop doing the thing that they need to do to pay their bills and feed their family. And it's their fault that they pigeonhole themselves, but that's crazy.
Tarkov is the lights are kept on at Battlestate because of the streamers that play the game.
Streamers sell games. There's no doubt about it.
The market,
but Tarkov has been out for so long that they're not getting their trickle of new sales for the game are only come from cheaters who get banned.
Well, then,
because everyone already owns it, which is why they need to come up with different ways to monetize. And the real takeaway here, because it's not an active service, and I've said this since day one, I trust games who have some sort of microtransaction. It is the best way to incentivize a dev team to keep the game fun. Because if the game is fun and they actually have an active player base, then people will buy the micros. You're not getting any flow of money if your game is dog shit for years at a time, like Tark has been. They've had these terrible periods where the actual player base, before they killed the person who ran this website, it said that there was like 300 people on USC servers total. 300 people. Like there were times where it was non-existent. The website went away mysteriously. The website that would actually tell you the real numbers of who was playing the game. Because it's not on Steam. So you can't look up real numbers. There are periods of time where it's a fucking ghost town out there. And if people actually knew that, they would have had the hive mind of, oh, this game is dead, we're done playing it. But because Tarkov didn't want to be on Steam, because they didn't want to have anyone have control over it or take a cut, right? They did their own launcher, and they control the narrative entirely. How would you guys know how many people are playing? We report XYZ fake ass number all the time. It's crazy.
I'm familiar with that type of model.
Yeah,
I won't go there though.
That model will get you every time. So frustrating stuff.
Oh God! Before you have an aneurysm,
bro, it's gonna blow any second. It runs in my family. I gotta chill.
You're about to have an angina.
Well, we can move on then. This is actually a cool new thing. I think it's something that Mark can use to his advantage too. It is regarding Twitch. Twitch has finally announced the arrival on Monday of this week of their new Discovery feed. So the Twitch Discovery feed, and I can play this little video if we want to show it. We don't need the sound. But it's basically just think like Instagram Reels, but for Twitch.
Okay.
So it's an ad free. So no ads on this platform. That in the feed will show like 30 seconds ish of people streaming and clips and things like that to help streamers
Does it
get
show
discovered in
clips or
different
live
topics.
feeds?
I was about to say, what's it picking?
I believe from the explanation, it's clips. Oh no, I'm sorry. It does have the live feed too. They just
I would
showed
say
that
it's probably a bit of
Both,
both.
just like TikTok.
It's both.
Okay.
You can swap
Yeah.
between the two. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so this is not like the stories. This is literally a feed.
It's TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like TikTok,
Does it
but with
pull
Twitch.
from your featured clips? Do those automatically go on there? Do you get to
That's
reformat
what-
them? Is there an editor for it that's built in?
I believe it pulls from the featured clips in the clip section.
But
That's
those
what
aren't
I was able to
formatted
discover.
for
No,
vertical.
I think
and
you're gonna get exactly like this. I think you'll get the.
they're also not
Are
formatted.
were those sideways?
They're
I wasn't really
Yeah, I
noticing.
think
they were
I
horizontal.
think
they
it
were
was
stream
sideways.
landscaped. You're also not getting social media instant type formatted for that quick hook 2 seconds in with clips. Clips most of the time are like you watch a couple seconds, you see the setup, and then something happens. When they're blasting through this fast on a feed, just like any other social media, it's got to be quick.
Something tells me though that they're going to allow you to upload previously edited, and that'll be the meta, and it's just
Sure,
and it'll devolve right back into.
you
that.
have to. You'd have to do that. Like
I would rather see the raw clips.
I think
That's like the magic of like a Vine, bro. There's no like there's no
wanna fight the
meta.
current,
There's
dude?
no you don't do you know what I mean though? Like it's raw.
I get it. I get it. Trust me. And it's a breath of fresh air when you see videos that
Correct.
aren't over edited and not
Yeah.
like jumping at you. I get it, but how many of us
Hey,
feel
what's
that
going
way?
on, guys? Right.
How many of us feel that way, and how many of us are just going downstream in this instant dopamine clip cutting world?
I mean,
I have a
the-
quick
the-
explanation of the clips, by the way, if
Sure.
you want it really quickly. So the question was, how does content get featured in the feed? All live streams and clips are automatically eligible to appear in the feed if they meet our content guidelines. Some CCL types will be restricted from appearing in the feed to foster a safe viewing experience, unless a viewer is following a channel that is streaming CCL content. Featured clips will be prioritized in the clips feed over non-featured clips. So clips after every stream to increase your chance of being discovered. So select clips, I should say, after every stream.
So it's clips. They
featured
didn't.
clips.
They said will be automatically eligible. So clips are eligible for sure.
As well as live streams.
Are-
They're both automatically eligible. All live streams and clips are automatically
Okay.
eligible to appear in the
Okay.
feed.
Cool.
As long as you meet their content guidelines. So as long as you're not doing titty streams, you're okay.
I mean, you do
What are they
you
gonna do
feel
about
like
copyright though?
huh? What do you mean?
Yeah, if I'm playing music,
Uh,
they're gonna go put that on a feed somewhere? Because I doubt it.
That's an
Also,
interesting
does this
question.
Discovery feed only support horizontal video? Only horizontal video is supported in the live feed, but we're exploring supporting vertical video in the future. Portrait clips are eligible to be shown in the feed. To edit your clips to portrait, use the clips editor in your
There
clips
you go,
manager
clips
to feature
editor.
in
Built-in
Discovery.
editor. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I figured.
Well, it's
They
that's
don't
the
have
normal.
anything on here with in regards though to copyright.
That's the normal editor, right? There's already a clip editor.
There is a clip editor,
Yeah.
but to swap like to move pieces around, that's never existed.
I think they're only saying you can press this button and it'll go square or portrait. Well, we'll
There's
see.
no way you don't get to pick your cam and your at the very least, because there's there's browser-based websites that do that in the most basic
Oh,
bitch
for
way.
sure.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, I would find it hard to believe they don't give you that. We'll see.
This strikes me as it's a total different user experience
I
for
hope.
someone that's going to Twitch.
I hope here's the reality though. They have produced so many of these,
Yes.
and every single one of them has been shit canned because no one used them.
Because I feel that you go to Twitch to pop up someone's live stream and enjoy.
The need for this does not come from the consumer. The need comes from the creator, which is why it's getting made. But that's not going to get the fucking job done to make people change their habits. The creators want this tool because they want to feel like there's real, how do you say,
Blue Ocean?
sure, we'll call it the blue ocean. They want to
Okay.
have real discoverability on Twitch again, because it hasn't been real discoverability on the platform in a long time, outside of very niche circumstances. And so that is why they're creating this tool. But they're not creating it because people want to discover new creators through this. So no one's going to use it.
I don't think so either.
That's like, so, I mean, you want my thoughts? Those are my thoughts. It's going to die with the rest of these features that are half baked, man. Because, I mean, and like, I get pulled over some of these, right? Like, I used to consult on Twitch features when real human beings used to work at the website, but they don't anymore. Dan Clancy, I get it, man.
I haven't heard his name in a while in this podcast, bro.
There's a reason. He's cool.
Okay.
I mean, Dan Clancy's cooling off over here. I like, he was cooking. He was cooking, man. Maybe I'll see him. Maybe I'll see him at DreamHack. I don't know. I'm gonna ask him what's up, Dan. What are we doing? Because listen, if you need some time on something, I smoke meat on the weekends. You know, I get it. Some things require more time. So we'll see.
We'll see. I feel the same way about it. That like, there's no need, there's no demand for this.
No demand for this.
They're doing it.
This is to appease creators.
This is so interesting.
Irritating as shit.
When a company is this big and has such a great service, and when they decide to do a new feature, rather than going and picking from this community that has ideas and feedback and all this stuff, they're like, let's try this thing over here. It's like, dude, you have a loyal base here that's giving you how to build your platform.
I will say the one positive of this feature is that you can look at streams without ads first. They're not putting ads in there
between the things though, like between the different feeds. Yeah, that's what, I'll read that to you too. Will there be ads in the feed? The discovery feed lets you preview dozens of live streams without having to watch pre-roll ads before you even know if the stream is right for you. You will see ads between content in the feed as you scroll, but these ads are scrollable just like any other content in the feed.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, at least they were straightforward with it. They could have literally ended it. They could have ended that sentence after having to watch pre-roll ads before you even know the stream. They could have ended it there and just like not been straightforward about where the ads actually are. But
I think that's fine. Like, I don't mind. I don't mind ads on TikTok because you just keep scrolling.
They did add
this revenue.
They did add one caveat though too that says since the ads in the feed aren't directly on a streamer's channel, streamers will not receive ad revenue.
I don't expect to.
Yeah, I don't know how you'd be able to do that.
No, you don't.
You can't.
So
there's ugly, that, dude.
Because ugly. But this is just like, this is a ugly bandage for a problem that they created. It's like they shot you in the foot with pre-rolls, and then they offer you a new sock. Okay.
Well, it's not even like, I guess if they had said something along the lines of, we'll prioritize smaller streams and categories to help them get discovered or something, like that could be something that's beneficial. Right?
They're not going to make ads that way.
Yeah.
People are saying that, some streams have like 10 ads before you watch, but the reality of that is like, those creators are assholes.
Is that a creator choice?
They're choosing that.
Damn,
that's not normal pre-rolls.
I'd be slamming the ads in front of my stream, dude. 20 ads. Come on through, baby. You can watch me in the top right corner.
That doesn't happen for any streamer who is confident in their own content, who wants people to actually watch it instead of watch the ads.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Or B, is doing it for anything other than the bottom line. So it's like
absolutely gross.
Disgusting. Like, you should be skipping those. Like, that's when you click out. Oh, 10 ads as a pre-roll?
Yeah.
Suck my ass.
If they had a feature where when you go into the top right corner when the ad's rolling, if you could mute the ad and have the audio from the stream, I would negotiate with my community. I'd be like, guys, you got to bear with me for 5 minutes a day. I'm gonna just roll this. We're gonna stick it. We're gonna stick it out, dude. We're gonna body 100 ads, and then get back into it. I would for real do that, but that's why they don't let you hear the stream when the ads are rolling.
That's also what that's also why they specifically make you run X amount for Y amount of time to disable pre-rolls. Like once you play your 3 minutes, that disables it for an hour. But I can't play more to disable multiple hours.
Yeah,
You know
we
what
can't
I mean?
like
Because
you
they
can't
want
do
new
like
eyes on that shit.
just chatting and blast ads and then go into
They
a game.
want new
right?
eyes on that shit. And so and then again, another weird aspect to it is some of the streamers, again, it's their own goddamn fault, but the ones that signed contracts with Twitch for exclusivity when they came back from XYZ platform that failed, like Mixer, they have these ads built in to their contracts. They have to run them. So sometimes when you get like 10 off the rip, it's from their contract, which they chose to sign.
Damn.
So very interesting.
How come I still get ads on your stream and I'm subscribed? Get like 20 a day, dude.
Because
Just
your
bang at
computer
the
has
front.
AIDS, Slum. I don't know how else to tell you, dude. It's terminal. I don't know. I can't help at this point.
I'm on the old rig, dude. The new one's going back to the shop.
Why did you get the new one? Because the old one had problems.
It does have problems, but it works for now.
All right. Well,
It works for now.
AIDS is highly contagious.
We'll be all right. Twitch. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I think we got time for one more.
Yeah,
Anything AI? Anything?
This is cool. This is a cool thing that I found.
Okay.
So right now, if you ever in your lifetime thought I would love to own a US supercomputer, you actually have the chance.
What do you mean?
like the ones that fill the rooms.
Yeah.
From
So
from back in the day.
there's a decommissioned supercomputer known as the Cheyenne Supercomputer because it's located in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
And the U.S. General Services Administration just put it up for auction.
Is there a
Okay.
picture of this supercomputer?
Yeah. So
Let's see it.
this is all they give you. It's this.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so is the computer in that like display case?
That's all the computer. No, that's all the. That's how big this thing is. It like takes up a whole room.
Mm-hmm.
So, how powerful is it? It's old, right? It's back in the day technology.
But in 2016, it was the 20th most powerful computer in the entire world. So I'll read some specifics on it. This is going to be really nerdy. I don't even
It's like
understand
the
most
Dan
of this. But
Clancy
this
of
is
supercomputers, bro.
so. This is what they listed about the specs. It says with a peak performance of 5,340 teraflops. And then in parentheses, 4,788 Linpack teraflops. This SGI ICE XA system was capable of performing over 3 billion calculations per second for every watt of energy consumed, making it 3 times more efficient than its predecessor, the Yellowstone. The system featured 4,032 dual socket nodes, each with two 18-core 2.3 gigahertz Intel Xeon processors for a total of 145,152 CPU cores. It also included 313 terabytes of memory and 40 petabytes of storage. The entire system in operation consumed about 1.7 megawatts of power. So in 2016, it was the 20th most powerful computer in the entire world. And right now, the bidding, as of the writing of this article, which I think was on April 30th, so it probably has gone up since then, you could get it with the current bid of $27,643.
I mean, that ain't bad. What can you do with it?
What can't you do with it, dude?
No,
Yeah,
I didn't hear one thing about graphics cards.
You could probably run Cyberpunk efficiently on it, finally.
There's no graphics card, Abe. It's all processor. So, okay, what do you do with it?
There's got to be some GPUs in there.
I didn't see anything about GPUs.
That's true.
Or
It doesn't.
video RAM.
It doesn't list any of that in the listing. Oh, there's
So,
another picture of it.
What do you train AI? Like, what do you do with this stuff? You run.
I think it just runs calculations.
All right. Can we start a business? What do we need? What kind of calculations do we need to run? How many vacations Abe's gonna take this year?
I don't think this thing's powerful enough for that.
Yeah, we need some in the top 10, not the top 20, bro.
I'm sure if it's all processing, I'm sure you could like train AI on it.
I'm sure.
Maybe mine some crypto, but crypto used to be heavy GPU. I think it might have changed to CPU. I don't know. Like, what else? I mean, we could get it.
I'm good.
Oh,
I'm powered up with Power GPU. Hashtag sponsored.
Okay. All right. Well, then I guess we won't buy this thing, Abe. I'm sorry, dude.
All right,
Sorry, man.
we couldn't we could probably, between the three of us, scrounge up like 27 grand, right?
For sure. We can get an investor, dude.
As the two guys without a kid. All right. All right.
All right. On to the next stupid freaking computer.
All right, so we'll make this one quick. We've had this topic on the back burner for a little bit, but there is a new update using AI in farming. Okay, so AI is making its way to the agricultural industry, and we now have new AI-controlled poison-spitting robot farmers.
I need that.
So essentially what these do is it takes a piece of farm equipment that does the like the pesticide spraying and things like that, and the weed spraying, and it has an AI component with a camera, and it's able to basically roll through the field, detect weeds and possible growths and pests and things like that. Then it'll automatically spray the chemicals and things like that down into the fields that you're tending to in order to kill
that are necessary
pests.
based on like the genus and species of the weeds.
Correct. It's supposed to be able to recognize.
Oh, it's got a full pharmacy. It's got a full range of
it's
poisons
got a
and
lot
pesticides.
of juices on board.
Yeah. Now,
That's nice.
If you guys will put that tinfoil hat on with me for a second. Is that shit healthy?
Where we land.
Is that shit healthy to like eat that stuff?
Pesticides?
Been eating it for 30 plus years.
Pesticides, poisons.
Let it
that
ride,
language.
dude.
I usually don't like that language with my food.
Yeah, just rinse it, man.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely only on the outside, for sure.
Rinse it, dude. It's fine, man. You know, it's not.
What the fuck?
Nah,
This AI is going to help this thing aim it perfectly. It ain't getting in the roots.
That's true, and it's not. It's hitting only the weeds now. It's not getting on. It's not getting on the yield.
It's like it's a pesticide drone strike. You know, it's very precise.
It's all about precision, baby.
Oh my gosh,
Hey, delete those emails.
Oh.
I'm just saying,
Take
man.
a hammer to my hard drive after this.
I love it. Listen, I'm all on board. They're gonna spray them anyway. It might as well be precise. What are we doing here?
Well, and I mean, it should hopefully help to increase yields and reduce labor and
Cost
things.
efficient agriculture is a beautiful thing,
correct.
brother.
Let's we got to make more corn. We're putting corn syrup in anything. We got to make more corn.
And we need more whiskey because
least...
I'm just saying FBS this week. So
corn is the least nutrition dense vegetable there is.
Yeah.
There is no benefit.
That's why
you
turn
can
it into
basically
whiskey.
recycle it too. It comes right back out after you eat it.
Yeah, that's true.
It literally comes out the same.
Run it back.
It's crazy, dude. The cob and all.
I don't think you're supposed to.
You gotta stop eating them cobs.
Ay. Boys, pesticides aside, I had a wonderful chat this week. Markstrom, what's new in your life, dude? What's coming up?
I just alluded a little bit, but FBF is this Friday, and I'm really amped up about it. Tomorrow, we're going to dive back into our Daisy server. That is a culmination of Escape from Tarkov and Rust. I met a cool guy on there, and we're deep into a run. We got a base. We're looking good. We're feeling good. We're going to do some crazy stuff. So come by for that tomorrow. And Friday, we're diving into a brand new, we'll call it Under the Sea Drinking Dark Souls.
Another sea.
Everything's better, downwards wetter. Take it from me. Twitch.tv/Markstrom. I'll see you there.
All right. Abe, what's going on, dude?
Well, like I said, get to spend a lot of family time this weekend. I'm very excited. It's also my nephew's birthday coming up. We're also going to be celebrating that. Shout out to him.
That's a good guy. He watches MSTV.
He does. And my niece is like featured in some of the blurbs and stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, excited for FBF. Not only does that game look hilarious, but there's some. I think there's going to be some really good video share on this one. I've had some leaks come to me about some of the videos that might get shared. So I'm excited
Excellent.
for it. I'll be there moderating over at twitch.tv/Markstrom.
Wonderful, wonderful. I am also a moderator in Markstrom's channel. My name is Slum or Dom. You guys know me. We do this podcast every Wednesday, unless Markstrom has a baby or Abe goes on vacation. We have a great time doing it. We want to bring that great time to everyone we can. So, would you kindly hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed? Share this with anyone. Share this with your friends. Share this with your mom, your dad, your auntie, your uncle. Maybe it comes up on their feed when they subscribe. They don't even know what they're looking for, and they swipe and they see us and they enjoy it. We want to bring that enjoyment to them. So, this has been another wonderful episode of the Plugged Podcast, and we will see you guys next week.
Deuces.
Peace.